What's going on YouTube? Kronos here and welcome back to another PSO2 video. So today's video we're going to be going over what's going to be available right after maintenance on July 7th. But before we jump into that, guys, if you're new to the channel, like mentioned, my name is Chrono. I do content over here on YouTube daily. We'd much appreciate a subscribe as we fight our way up to that 10K mark by the end of the year. But let's go ahead and jump into this. So I'll be honest with you guys, this is like the third time I'm recording this video. Every time I get started on working on something, either something changes or they add something. So here's hoping, fingers crossed, this is the last time we're gonna have to make any changes or make any edits or have to re-record anything. But if you've watched my videos or keep up my videos consistently, you probably know that I've already done a video talking about everything that's gonna be releasing in July. However, there are some things that are changing. There are some things that are adding into certain maintenances. So what we're going to be doing moving forward is we're going to do an overview of everything that they announce for the whole month, as long as they're doing the shows. And then as patches roll out, we're going to talk about what's specific to that patch itself, just to remind people what's going to be available to make things a bit easier overall. So you'll have, your initial video showing all the cool stuff, see what's coming, and then you'll have the video telling you, hey, look, this is what's here right now. It's going to be available after patch goes live. Or if you're, watching later in the day, here's what's available right now. So let's jump into this. To start things off, we're going to talk about the campaign events. Actually, I do want to also mention really quickly, in case anyone ever needs to find out when maintenance is, you can always go to the base PSO2 website or ngs.pso2.com and click on maintenance. We can see that we have our maintenance right here. So we click on read more and bada bing, here we go. Maintenance is from 10 p.m. on the 6th to 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. on the 7th. And then, of course, all the usual maintenance stuff related to just don't log in, character deletion periods, transfers, so on and so forth. But we have our update video, or not update video, I'm sorry, our update article about what will be available on July 7th. Before we jump into that, though, we're going to talk about the campaigns. So I happened to luck out. I had this campaign sheet open before. It's different now. There could be another link to it, but from what I can see here, it's exactly the same. This is just the updated one, and this is the one that was available at the time that I recorded the previous videos. So the kind of annoying thing is that the updated one doesn't include what went away. So we may not be able to do this every single time. Maybe I'll take some screenshots of it ahead of time for you guys next video, but essentially this time around I'm gonna go over with you guys what is going away, and then we'll talk about what's popping up. So as far as campaigns going away, we can tell that, let's see here. I just looked at this and noticed that this says start date 7/1 and end date 6/7. Next year? Question mark? I'm not sure what that actually is supposed to mean, but it's probably next year. We'll have to see. But the ones to keep an eye on right now are the Battle Power campaign. It's a Twitter campaign. Essentially, we're screenshotting our character with the Battle Power to get entered into Win Sim AC. So cool stuff there. The campaign for purchasing AC, which essentially was just purchase 500 AC. You got an N color change pass that's also ending. And then the Rocket campaign the Rocket Star campaign, where it was clear story quests, level up, join friend requests, join an alliance. And then of course the login bonuses is also ending, or has ended basically at the start of this maintenance. So all these campaigns are going away, except for Intel's staying, but all these campaigns are going away, as well as these ones are sticking around. And then, of course, the scratch tickets, at the moment, we don't have any that are ending, at least as far as this maintenance is concerned. Popping into what we have new, we've got the 9th anniversary event is starting up on the 7th, as we talked about in previous videos. Tons of stuff going on with this event itself, outside of just the event, but this is actually the web panel event. So this is going over, let's see, is actually, wait, oh, hang on a second. I haven't looked at this yet. Hold on. How does this work out? ARC's investigative report, player results, equipment results, fashion results. It's at a later date. Interesting. Okay, so they're gonna let us know about this at a later date. Story quests, clear campaign. Wait, what? That's a bit weird how they're doing this. Okay. The stamp submission. Okay, so we have the stamp drawing contest, the item design contest, and the screenshot submission campaign are all gonna be going on. Then of course the web link panel event. And then they talk about the anniversary login bonus. There's going to be a 2-part, basically to go along with the 2-part of the event, of the regular event itself. Actually, they have a link for this. Let's see, what does this talk? Oh no, it's not a link at all. Everything, these are all links, but this isn't a link, and this isn't a link because they don't go anywhere just yet. So they have a page for this. I'll make sure to include this in the video description if you guys can find it, but it lets you know what's going on for the 9th anniversary event. We also have the group chat campaign, which I did not know this existed until basically checking it right now. But say something in a group chat 3 times during this period, or say something in a group chat 5 times during this period to get some SG. I'm trying to double check and see, is it going to be in it? You can check the request. Okay, so it's going to be basically you get it immediately. Rewards sent to your storage if your inventory is full, so nothing too crazy there. Rewards can only be redeemed once per account. Players may not be eligible to receive rewards if all characters are deleted from the account if the character has not completed the tasks. Okay, so just don't do any fishy stuff and you're fine. Reward eligibility can't be transferred to their registered ID. Basically, just do this on the character you want to. I mean, SG is account wide anyway, but do this on the character you want to get the SG on at that point in time. I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Just can't transfer to a different account. But we're gonna have a group chat. So if you guys are don't come by the Twitch stream very often, stop on by if you want to get added into the group chat. I'll be adding everyone into the group chat that's on ship 1. So it'll be a good place to, to have communication, you guys can ask questions, so on and so forth, but as well as get this campaign taken care of. So cool stuff there. And that's it really. We have the Intel collaboration campaign, which I'm not even going to go into specifically. And then we have, of course, the Windows incentive and Xbox One incentive, as well as the new Genesis first time login incentives. And then we have a new scratch. And then, of course, none of the other scratches are ending. It looks like the first scratch ends on the 20th, which is the wedding celebration. 27th looks to be, I'm sorry, the 20th is the wedding celebration and the AC scratch for the soldier line. And then afterwards, we have the 27th where the Oracle Renewal Collection is ending. And the 3rd for the other two. So that's actually the SG scratch. So we'll have to see what comes up for the next SG scratch. It'll be pretty interesting to see. But all of that is taken care of as far as campaigns and events. Let's talk about what we actually get right after the update completes. So we've got Central City events. Central City events, field updates, clothing updates, system updates, and balance adjustments. So first thing, we have our very first event lobby. Unfortunately, I don't have very big pictures of these. Wish they did, but they don't. So you really can't see them too amazingly, but we'll zoom in a little bit. Kind of terrible looking, unfortunately, but yeah, you get the idea. Cool lobby, by the way. I'm really excited because I mentioned in the previous video, it never dawned on me what they could do with these lobbies for the celebrations or events, things like that. So come different holidays, I'm actually pretty excited to primarily see what they do with Halloween, man. Hopefully there's like just a perpetual nighttime in this area. That'd be pretty dope. Zia Andy's showing up, and she's going to have some dailies and weekly limited quests for us. So that'll be super cool. One like that's going to be to get our currency for the event. Of course, there you go, Zia Andy right there. And looks at the maid outfit. We have our Ceremo Rappies. Now, they mentioned the Ceremo Rappies will be dropping stuff other than end grinders. They didn't specifically say what it's going to be, if it's going to be the new weapons, if it's going to be, more of the event currency. We'll have to find out. We have the first 4 weapons. They mentioned specifically that these are the new items that will be added, but they didn't say that these are the only items that will be added. So it's possible they could be just doing these as the first few, or they could be doing the first 4 versus the second 4 in the second half. We'll have to see, but we know there's more than just these 4. So we've got sword, double saber, machine gun, and wand. So cool stuff. Let's jump over to the clothing update. So we've got the scratch ticket with some new layering wear, hairstyles, and accessories. Layering wear is pretty dope looking. I'm sure there's gonna be different color versions of this, so it'll look better with other colors. I'm actually pretty excited to see how some of these do look. The butler outfit actually looks kind of cool. I'm just a fan of everything but the gloves. To be perfectly honest, I'm not a fan of like closed fingered gloves. That's just me personally. I like kind of open fingered gloves. We have the maid outfit as well. This wet long hair I feel like is going to be really popular. And then of course we have the Delphina hair. But we got some other stuff. This is the first time I've ever seen back wings like this. They're like luminous wings. You can kind of see through them. So that's kind of cool. They're lights. And this belt looks kind of dope. And then of course the duplex L cannon. That's kind of dope. But afterwards we've got the system updates. So seasonal symbols. So these will be added to some enemies. Certain enemies will basically be getting these seasonal emblems on them, where their elemental weakness is going to change. And they're going to give the seasonal currency. So that's pretty dope. They talk about the exchange shop showing up, like we mentioned earlier. Zia Andy will have an exchange shop where she exchanges the seasonal currency for items. This one throws me off a little bit. I'm not 100% sure on this one, but regional mags. So region mags, multiple material items will no longer be selected when accessing a region mag. I'm not sure if they mean that like when you clicked on a region mag, it use multiple material items automatically, or if you go to a region mag and you try to use multiple material items, it won't use all of them. I'm not sure exactly what they're going for in this one, but we'll have to see after it changes. And then of course I could also be reading this incorrectly, or it could just be like a translation thing. So those of you guys on the JP side that might have a different way of this being worded, feel free to let us know in the comments. And then we have balance adjustments. The primary reason why we're actually doing these videos, because this section can exist, and this was not talked about in the previous updated information for July. So, and this one honestly I didn't realize was even a problem. Well, one part of it was a problem, but most of it I didn't realize was a problem. Balance adjustments. So the quest Command Doll Suppression Op. EXP is going to be increased, as well as Pedestal 1 and 2 will drop more often. The damage dealt to Varus is going to be increased by certain parts of the boss. Like when you hit certain parts of apparently he didn't take as much damage. They're going to be increasing the amount of damage he takes to those parts. Again, didn't realize that was much of an issue, to be perfectly honest. As well as they're going to adjust the elemental downs that can perform more easily. To be honest, it seems a bit strange to be doing this all of a sudden because we have weapons that are going to, help us get those elemental downs specifically on Pedis, and they're gonna make these easier. So, yeah, I'm not 100% sure why they would want us to be able to do this. Varus will be able to knock down easier, but again, maybe other people have been having issues that I just haven't been having. These bosses have been pretty easy to solo. Next has been a little bit of a pain sometimes, but haven't been too difficult. So, but that about covers everything, guys. That's it. That's for this update patch itself. Basically, we're just getting the event to farm and things like that. Nothing too crazy is going to be changing. Nothing too insane as far as content is concerned. It will be coming along at least until next month. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to toss them into the comments. As always, a like helps out a ton. Subscribe if you want to keep up with the content. Click on the bell icon to be notified of videos when they go live, as well as community posts, or join us over on Discord or follow me over on Twitter for notifications via those two avenues. Thanks so much for watching all the way in, guys. Don't forget to comment for part of the end gang, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Peace out.